You probably walk past radishes every single time you're at the grocery store. Maybe you toss a few on a salad, maybe you don't think about them at all. But here's the thing. This small, crunchy, peppery little root vegetable is doing something inside your body that most people have absolutely no idea about. We're talking about your liver literally getting cleaned out, your heart being protected, your gut bacteria being fed in a way that rivals some of the most expensive supplements on the market, and all of it for pennies. So let's get into exactly what happens when you actually eat a radish. Radish belongs to the Brassicaceae family, the same family as broccoli, cabbage, and kale, so it's already in powerful company. But what makes radish stand out is the unique compounds inside it that do things the others simply can't. The research on this has been accelerating fast. So let's break it down, system by system, starting with what happens the moment that radish hits your digestive tract. The second you bite into a radish and it hits your tongue, you feel that sharp, peppery kick. That's not just flavor, that's a chemical reaction actually happening in real time. Radishes contain compounds called glucosinolates, and the moment you crush them with your teeth, an enzyme called myrosinase kicks in and breaks those glucosinolates down into something called isothiocyanates. These isothiocyanates are the real stars of the show, and they become biologically active right there in your mouth. Now, once this gets down to your stomach, radish actually starts doing something that a lot of root vegetables can't. A 2008 study published in a gastroenterology journal found that fresh radish juice has a gastroprotective effect, meaning it helps protect the lining of your stomach. The researchers found that it stimulates the production of mucus that acts as a shield against the kind of damage that can lead to ulcers. So before it even gets to the rest of your body, radish is already working on your digestive system from the very start. Okay, so this is where things start getting really interesting. Once radish moves through your digestive system, it gets to your gut. And this is where a significant chunk of the magic happens. Radishes are a natural prebiotic. And if you're not familiar with that term, prebiotics are essentially food for the good bacteria that already live in your intestines. They're not probiotics. They don't add new bacteria. They feed the ones you already have, helping them grow stronger and more diverse. And your gut microbiome? That's one of the most important systems in your entire body. It controls everything from digestion to immunity to even your mood. A study published in the journal Microorganisms found that polysaccharides from radish greens had a prebiotic activity score that actually outperformed inulin, and inulin is one of the most well-known and widely studied prebiotics out there. The researchers found that radish greens stimulated the production of short-chain fatty acids across 5 different probiotic strains. Short-chain fatty acids are critical. They reduce inflammation in your gut. They strengthen the intestinal barrier, and they provide direct energy to the cells lining your intestines. And a more recent 2025 study from Science Direct confirmed that radish green extract not only promotes probiotic growth, but it also improves gut barrier integrity and reduces inflammation in mice that were fed a Western diet. Think about what that means for the millions of people out there eating processed food every single day. Radish could genuinely help repair some of that damage. Now, let's talk about your liver, because radish has been used for liver support in traditional medicine for centuries, across cultures from India to China to Mexico, and science is finally catching up to what people have known intuitively. For a long time, your liver runs what scientists call Phase 1 and Phase 2 detoxification. These are the 2 main pathways your body uses to break down and eliminate toxins, everything from environmental pollutants to medications to alcohol. And here's the key finding. A human study on Spanish black radish, published in a peer-reviewed journal, found that supplementation for just 4 weeks led to a measurable increase in both Phase 1 and Phase 2 detoxification enzyme activity. Unchanged acetaminophen in the blood dropped by 40% after just 4 weeks. That's not an animal study. That's actual human data, showing that radish is actively helping your liver clear toxins faster. On top of that, a 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients examined what happened to mice when they were deliberately given acetaminophen-induced liver damage. The radish extracts not only reduced liver inflammation and cell infiltration, but they also significantly increased the levels of glutathione, one of your body's most important antioxidant defenses. The liver damage markers dropped back toward normal levels. So radish isn't just passively sitting there. It's actively supporting your liver's ability to protect and repair itself. Quick pause. If this is already changing how you think about radishes, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this kind of content reach more people who need to hear it. Okay, moving on, because the next part is about your heart. And it's a big one. Radishes are a surprisingly rich source of natural nitrates, and nitrates are a big deal when it comes to cardiovascular health. Here's how it works when you eat nitrate-rich foods. Your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. That means better blood flow, lower blood pressure, and less strain on your heart. A large Danish cohort study, and we're talking over 53,000 participants, found that moderate vegetable nitrate intake was associated with a 15% lower risk of cardiovascular disease overall, and that included a 17% lower risk of ischemic stroke and a 26% lower risk of peripheral artery disease. Radish is one of the vegetables that contributes meaningfully to that nitrate intake. And there's something even more specific happening with certain radish varieties. Researchers studying the giant Sakurajima daikon radish discovered a compound called trigonelline that appears to directly improve nitric oxide production in coronary blood vessels. This was a breakthrough finding because it suggested that radish isn't just passively delivering nitrates. Certain compounds in it are actively triggering a cascade of changes that improve how your blood vessels function. The implications for cardiovascular disease prevention are genuinely exciting. Here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. Radishes have a glycemic index of only about 15. For context, anything under 55 is considered low, and a 100-gram serving, which is roughly 1 cup, contains only about 16 calories and 3.4 grams of carbohydrates. So you're getting a massive amount of nutritional benefit for almost nothing in terms of calorie or sugar load. But it goes beyond just being low in sugar. Radishes contain glucosinolates and isothiocyanates, those same compounds we talked about earlier, and early research suggests they may actively help regulate how much glucose your intestines absorb. There's also growing evidence from animal studies that radish compounds can inhibit fat accumulation. A Korean research team found that radish green polysaccharides blocked fat buildup in adipocytes, the cells that store fat, which points toward radish potentially playing a real role in weight management, not just as a low-calorie filler, but as an active metabolic tool. And one more thing before we wrap up. According to USDA data, a single half-cup serving of raw radish delivers about 25% of your recommended daily vitamin C. That's not a marketing claim. That's straight from the USDA nutritional database. Vitamin C is critical for immune function. It helps your white blood cells work more effectively, protects your cells from oxidative damage, and plays a direct role in how quickly your body fights off infection. And here's the thing most people don't know. Radish leaves actually contain even more vitamin C than the root itself. Most people throw those away. That's a massive waste of one of the most nutrient-dense parts of the entire plant. So here's the bottom line. Radish is not just a crunchy garnish on a plate. The moment you eat it, it starts working on your stomach lining, feeding your gut bacteria in ways that rival commercial prebiotics, actively supporting your liver's detoxification pathways, improving blood flow to your heart, helping regulate your blood sugar, and delivering a solid chunk of your daily vitamin C, all from one of the cheapest, most available vegetables on the planet. The science is clear and it's growing fast. Radish deserves a serious spot in your diet, and probably in your kitchen way more than it currently gets. If this video changed how you see radishes, even a little, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. There is so much more content like this coming, and I promise you, the stuff we cover next is just as surprising. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.